Hey guys, welcome to day 41 of the Oola Life Challenge with me, Linda May Myers. Today we are going to continue taking a look at our dreams and turning them into goals. Goals are the milestones, the steps you need to complete on the way to achieving your dreams. So we've talked about our 7 dreams, like what we envision our life to be in the 7 areas. And then we also talked about how to write SMART goals, what a SMART goal is. The SMART goals are specific, measurable, um, they have a factor of accountability, they're realistic, and they have a time base to them. But today we're going to merge our SMART goal lesson and our dreams together, and we're going to start creating goals that are going to get us in the right direction towards our dreams. All right. So, like I said, we're going to take a look at those 7 dreams. So, if you have your 7 dream sheet like this, or if you did it in a notebook or journal, if you have it, you're going to want to have that. If you took any notes on SMART goals, you're going to have that with you as well, just so you can remember how you craft them. All right. So, what does it look like? We are going to look at each of our goals, and then we're going to think about, we're going to look at our 7 dreams. We're going to think about little goals that are going to get us there. So let's see, I have some examples book tagged. Anyway, I have some examples marked in the book. So, for example, if your dream, okay, our dream is to be debt free. So our goal might be, our big goal might be to be debt free by, January 2021. All right. But what does that mean? That we can't just put that out there and expect it to happen. We have to create small action steps, small action goals. So an example might be save $100 per month out of our food budget to put towards debt reduction. It might be to declutter our home and sell items. We might have a collection, we might have a lot of clothing, we might have cookbooks, knickknacks. Maybe we have sporting equipment that we don't use anymore. We have baby toys, baby stuff. Maybe our goal is to get all that sold and put that money towards paying off debt. Maybe it is doing something, cutting something out. We talked about, cutting money from our food budget. Maybe, cutting out the gym membership if you have one. I know when we had done Financial Peace University, there's a couple that went through our Financial Peace, and they committed to what they called a year sacrifice. And for them, that meant they were going to go a year. When they looked at their budget, they saw a lot of their spending habits, and so they decided they're going to go a year without all the extra stuff because they wanted to sacrifice now, right, to gain later. We talked a lot about delayed gratification. So maybe they weren't going to eat out at all, or maybe it was just going to be eating out once a month, depending on what your habits are. It was going to be, oh, well, we're not going to put the kids in any extra activities for a year. It'll be a year at home. Maybe we're not going to go to the movies. Maybe we're not going to do any home projects. Whatever your patterns. You have to remember, we evaluated ourselves. We know what we're like in each of these areas. So you need to look at what you're doing. So in the case of budgeting, where you're spending your money, and decide, okay, these are the things that we're not going to do for a month, for 3 months, for half a year, for 6 months, whatever it is for you. So an example would be, for the next, a goal could be until, whatever your date is, January 2021, we're going to cut out all the extras so that we can get our debt paid off. We're going to sell everything that we don't use and love. If you haven't visited, I have a group called Break Free and Live. It's on Facebook. The link is in the comments if you're not already on the group. And one of the things that we talk about that group is decluttering our lives of stuff, because we have a lot of stuff that we don't use or love. We also about detoxing our home, detoxing our bodies, and other kind of stuff. So, if these goals, if decluttering your home, if detoxing your body, detoxing your home, becoming debt free, reducing your stress, if any of those are things that fit into your goals, feel free to join that group. So what's another example? Let's see. Maybe your goal is to, reconnect with an old friend. Maybe you lost touch with a friend that meant a lot to you. So that's your dream, is to reconnect or to become better friends with someone that you love to be friends with, or you have an old friend that you haven't seen forever and you really miss them in your life. That would be your dream. Maybe your goal would be to, if you lost touch with them, you need to find them on maybe Facebook or connect with other friends that might have their information. Set up, maybe monthly lunch dates, or it just depends on that goal for that relationship. But remember, our goals are going to have specific, you know, on this date or by this time, I'm going to do XYZ, right? And it needs to be something accountability. So if you have an accountability partner, you want to share your goals with them. All right. What's another example? All right. So maybe it's a fun thing. Maybe you decide, you know what? My Oola goal, my Oola dream for fun is I want to, let's see, what could it be? I want to, well, for me, we'll just use an example. I want to go to Hawaii. That's, now, and as we learned through the past couple, the past week and this whole challenge, that a lot of these 7 areas of life are layering. They're related to each other. They interact with each other. They rely on each other. So if my goal is, say, I want to go to Hawaii, I want to take my whole family to Hawaii and I want to experience everything Hawaii has to offer, right? That's my dream. All right. So forgive me, I keep using the word goal and dreams interchangeably, but we know that a dream is our vision, our target, what we want to experience, what we want to have, be, and do, right? So then we have to break it down. So if I decide that within a year, I don't even know what is that, I don't know. I decide I have to do the research and realize and figure out is me taking my family to Hawaii realistic in a year, or is it realistic in 2 years? Is it realistic to do it before my kids graduate high school? I have to decide on what's realistic, and I have to do a little research for that. And then, so my big goal would be, I want to take my family to Hawaii spring of 2021. Okay, so next spring. But if I start doing the research and decide, you know what, for the amount of money that's going to cost and for where we are in our lives, that's not realistic compared to maybe other goals that we have, then I can change that. And we can always edit and reevaluate. Okay. But say that's my goal. And then, so what does that mean? Well, when I do my research, I will find out, or I talk to a travel agent, I will find out how much money that would require. And then I do the math. So that means, okay, that means I have to save, I don't know, $500 a month. Wow. Is that realistic? No. So we need to push it out another year, or take it as a challenge. I have to save $500 a month. What does that mean? That means I need to, maybe I look at my budget and I decide, okay, I can save, $200 or $300 out of my budget every month towards our Hawaii trip. That also means I have to make an additional $200 a month to put towards it. Well, how am I going to do that? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to sell things. I'm going to maybe get a part time job. I'm going to maybe increase the amount of time I work in my current job. I'm going to maybe start my own business, like a side gig. I'm going to do whatever it is that I would have to do to hit those goals. So we take that plan, that big goal, we take our dream, make a big goal, say, okay, so, and it could be separate little goals. Okay. So, and that's what our sheet is. There is for today, there is another worksheet for you. And again, you don't have to use the worksheet. I just created it just to give you a place to use. If you're like me and you have like a folder or a binder or a place you keep your thing, it might be nice. If you have a journal you're using or a notebook, feel free to do it in there. But again, it looks like this, and it says the Oola Life Challenge 21 Goals Worksheet. So what that is, it goes along with our dreams worksheet. So you're going to look, they match up. So you have 3 lines on your goals for each dream. And what I want you to do is to take time and not only figure out how your dream becomes a goal, but maybe look at little goals that are going to lead you towards that direction. Okay. So, but as you go through all of them, well, if I'm in debt right now, I can't be planning to go to Hawaii next year, right? I need to do that first. All right. So getting out of debt is one step towards me going to Hawaii. So maybe under fun, because I want to have more fun. Maybe I need to have something in there that is, what do I want to do, fun wise, that isn't going to cost money. And then maybe it's going to be fun to hold a yard sale, to do all these things. Maybe I want to create a chart, to go to Hawaii, pay off this amount of debt, then save for Hawaii, but they're going to you're going to realize as you're going through, because there's going to be some things that you have to do before others. Maybe if you're not working, maybe you need to find a job before you can do things. So you're going to look at them, you're going to prioritize them. But what I want you to do is to not get focused on, oh my gosh, we'll use the debt one. I'm in so much debt, I can't work, I can't do anything else. Be creative, think of little things, because we want to have balance and growth. So even if you are in debt, there are still ways to have fun, but maybe you have too much fun and that's why you're in debt. So let's take a look at that. We're going to make sure we're balanced them. We're going to make sure that we have a path to grow. So in your dream sheet, you have, you have all your 7 areas of fitness, finance, family, field, faith, friends, and fun. And maybe you don't have one big goal for each of them. Okay. Maybe under, let's see, maybe under fitness, you have, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to start eating healthier. I want to, when you're creating your dream life, what's your dream life? Oh, I want to weigh less. I'm going to be stronger. I'm going to be more flexible. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to drink more. Like, maybe when you're creating your dreams, you didn't make a one, visualization, like, I want to go to Hawaii. Like, maybe it's just ideas. And so when you get that, when you get over to here, you're going to start creating that. So if you know that you don't drink enough water, maybe you drink too much soda, maybe you just don't drink enough liquids in general, whatever it is, maybe under fitness, one is, oh, my goal is to buy, maybe, this week, today, or by date, I will increase my water intake to X, what they say, 8 ounce glasses of water a day is what's the minimum. So maybe 64 ounces. But is that realistic for you? Do you drink absolutely no water? So then maybe, you're going to start small. And remember, this is a work in progress. So these little goals that we're creating today do not have to equal your dreams. These are just little goals that you can work on that are going to get you in the right direction towards your dreams. So this should be like a master dream sheet, which can also be reevaluated, because maybe you wake up one day and you're like, you know what, that's not so important to me anymore, because we can change and we can develop and we can grow. Sometimes growing in one area allows us to change our perspective in other areas. So that's okay. This can be edited as well. But this is definitely going to be something that maybe you print out a sheet like this, or you work these out, these little goals, monthly. Maybe make monthly goals. Say, so this month I'm going to work on, only eating sugar on the weekends and increasing my water intake to, again, if you're not drinking water at all, drinking 2 cups of water a day is a big improvement, right? I'm going to drink a glass of water every morning when I wake up. I'm going to drink a glass of water before I go to bed. Or maybe I'm going to only drink water with my meals. Or I'm only going to drink water. I'm not going to drink anything but water between meals. Whatever you want it to be, that's going to get you. So little goals that are attainable. I recommend, depending on you and your personality and your goals and dreams, that all the goals that you work on here should be something that's done within a year. It can be with a month, it could be 6 months, it could be 3 months, it could be a full year. But all these little goals should be things that are going to move you in the direction towards your dreams in a short term, because we want to be able to start checking things off. I like monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals, and then, so that I can have a sense of accomplishment, because accomplishing these little goals gives you motivation to do more little goals and more goals, which gets you towards your bigger goals. All right. So I did a lot of talking about that. If you have any questions, please, please, please reach out to me. Comment on the video, comment on Facebook, send me a private message, text me, call me, whatever. All right. So we went over it, but today's assignment, in a nutshell, is to write down 3 things that you'd like to accomplish in each of the 7 areas of Oola that will get you closer to your dream. It doesn't mean that those 3 steps are going to get you to the dream. They're just going to get you closer to your dream. I created the worksheet for you. Feel free to use the worksheet, and make sure you're using the SMART goal format. If you are going to say, because these are little lines, if you want to say that these are your Oola goals for the month of May, then we know the deadline for all these would be May 31st. You can put that down and eliminate that. But just make sure that you have some deadline on there. Make sure they're specific. Don't be like, oh, I just want to eat healthier. No, what does that mean? I want to eat salad once a day. I don't know. I want to eat at least, do your research. What does healthy mean to you? Does it mean I want to eat more organic? Does that mean I want to go vegan? Does that mean I want to reduce the amount of meat? Does that mean you want to increase the amount of meat? There's a lot of things out there, but what does it mean to you? And baby step your way there. All right, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Let's see, what are we talking about tomorrow? Ooh, the Oola one. All right, so get your worksheets done. It's going to be a lot of thinking. For some of you, this may be, some of these areas are going to be like, oh, get it done really quickly. Other things are going to cause you to sit and ponder and think about it a lot more. I know, I've been there, but trust me, the more you do it, the easier it will get. And also when you set these small goals and you start hitting them, it's going to be motivating for you to come back to the sheet and do it again and keep moving ahead. And these videos will always be up, so if you want to come back and review them anytime, you can. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow.